Unit 12. Don't ride your bike too fast. Vocabulary.
Hi students! It's so nice to see you again in another vocabulary lesson for English Grade 5. Kids, look! What's this? It's a knife. A knife is a metal blade with a handle. We use a knife to cut fruits, vegetables, bread, meat, and many other things. You often see a knife in the kitchen. There is a knife on the table. Mary's mother is going to use it to cut the cabbage. Listen. Knife. Knife. It's spelled K-N-I-F-E. We don't say the K in knife, so it only sounds like knife. That knife is sharp. It can be dangerous. Don't play with a knife, or you'll get hurt. Stove. Kids, I have a question for you. Do you know a thing that we use to cook or heat food? Let me show you a picture of it. Right, it's a stove. 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 It's spelled S-T-O-V-E. Stove. There are many kinds of stoves. For example, gas stoves, electric stoves, and wood-burning stoves. There is a gas stove in my kitchen. Look, Mary is standing at the stove. Now she is putting a pot on the stove and turning on the stove. She wants to cook noodles. Match. 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 A match is a small stick made of wood that is used to light a fire. Here is a box of matches. Listen and repeat after me. Match. Match. It's spelled M-A-T-C-H. Match. Look, Peter's father is lighting a fire with a match. Linda, I want to light the candles. I need a box of matches. Can you buy it for me on your way home?
Yes, of course.
Thanks, Linda. Scissors. Now comes the last thing we often have in a house. Those are scissors. Scissors have two sharp blades joined together in the middle. They have two handles with holes to put our fingers through. We use scissors to cut paper, cloth, hair, and other things. Let's say the word together. Scissors. Scissors. It's spelled S-C-I-S-S-O-R-S. Scissors. Because the blades of the scissors are very sharp, you shouldn't play with them. Linda is making a boat. She is using a small pair of scissors to cut paper. Touch. Touch. Touch means to put your hand or another part of your body onto something or somebody. Susie is doing morning exercise. Oh, look! She can touch her toes. Can you do it? Listen. Touch. Touch. It's spelled Touch. Touch. Don't touch the stove. It's hot. Tony is good at swimming. He can touch the bottom of the pool. Hold. Bite. Bite. Bite means to use teeth to cut into something or someone. Tommy, you shouldn't bite your fingernails like that. Don't play with that dog. It may bite you. Listen and repeat after me. Bite. Bite. It's spelled B-I-T-E. Bite. Look, Mia is biting into a juicy apple. In that movie, Peter was bitten by a spider, and then he became Spider-Man. Scratch. Here comes the last new word, scratch. Scratch means to cut or damage the surface of something or your skin slightly with something sharp. Kids, look over there. The little dog is scratching the rug. Let's say the word together. Scratch. Scratch. It's spelled S-C-R-A-T-C-H. Scratch. These little cats are so cute. Do they scratch? Don't touch the animals on the street because they might bite or scratch you.
Fall. Fall. Fall means to drop down from a higher level to a lower level. Listen. Fall. Fall. F-A-L-L. Fall. He fell down the stairs when he was running and carrying a heavy box. Don't run down the stairs because you may fall. Break. When someone falls down the stairs, they may break their arm or their leg. Break. Break means to damage a bone in your body by making it crack. She fell down the stairs and broke her leg. Let's say the word together. Break. Break. It's spelled B-R-E-A-K. Break. Last month, Linda's brother fell off his bike and broke his arm. Nam broke his leg when he was climbing up the tree. Cut yourself. Cut yourself. When you cut yourself, you're using a sharp tool like a knife or scissors and accidentally make a wound in your hand or other parts of your body. Be careful when using a pair of scissors or you may cut yourself. Let's say it together. Cut yourself. Cut yourself. Cut yourself. Don't play with that knife. You may cut yourself. Get a burn. Get a burn. When you get a burn, you have an injury caused by fire or heat. When I was a little kid, I got a burn on my finger when I played with matches. It hurt so much. So you shouldn't play with matches. Let's say it together. Get a burn. Get a burn. Get a burn. Linda, don't touch the stove if you don't want to get a burn. Do you know that if you sunbathe for too long, you can also get a burn? Start a fire. It's dangerous to play with matches because you can get a burn or even start a fire. Start a fire. When you start a fire, you're causing something to burn. Children shouldn't use the stove because they could start a fire. Listen and repeat after me. Start a fire. Start a fire. Start a fire.
Why shouldn't I play with a stove?
Because you could get a burn or even start a fire. It's very dangerous. Avoid. Now comes the next word in our lesson today. Avoid. Accidents can happen in any place and at any time. You should be more careful to avoid them. Avoid means to stay away from someone or something. You should avoid the animals on the street because they may bite or scratch you. Listen and repeat after me. Avoid. Avoid. A-V-O-I-D. Avoid. Little kids should avoid matches or stoves, or they may get a burn. Avoid sharp tools like knives or scissors to keep you safe. Call for help. The last phrase is call for help. Although you want to avoid accidents, you still have accidents sometimes. When you have an accident, you feel hurt and scared and you don't know what to do. What should you do? You should call for help. It means you ask someone to come and help you. Last month, Nam fell down the stairs and broke his leg. His friend ran to find the teacher to call for help. Listen. Call for help. Call for help. Call for help. When an accident happens, remember to call for help if necessary.
Hi kids, how are you? It's so nice to see you again in the lesson today. Before we start today's lesson, let's do the following activity. I have some pictures. Look at them and then tell me whether the little kids should or shouldn't do those activities. Do you think she should play with the knife? Do you think he should play with the matches? Should he run down the stairs? I'm sure all of you will say that they shouldn't do those activities because they are very dangerous and can cause accidents. But how can we tell them to prevent those accidents? Let's learn about it in our lesson today. Unit 12. Don't ride your bike too fast. When you want to express concerns about possible accidents that may happen to someone, you use don't plus verb. For example, don't play with a knife. Don't play with matches. So, if you receive warnings like these from someone, what should you say? You say, "Okay, I won't," to show that you know the activity you're doing is too dangerous and you won't do it anymore. For example, "Don't run down the stairs."
Okay, I won't.
"Don't touch that dog."
Okay, I won't.
Look, that boy is riding his bike too fast. Should he do that, kids?
No, he shouldn't.
Why shouldn't he ride his bike too fast? Oh, here's a new question. Why shouldn't he ride his bike too fast? I want to ask the reason why he shouldn't ride his bike too fast. It's also the structure we're going to learn in the next part of our lesson. I'll show you right now. To ask the reason why someone shouldn't do something to avoid accidents, we use why shouldn't plus subject plus verb. For example, why shouldn't he ride his bike too fast? Or, why shouldn't they touch the stove? To answer this question, you use because and the accidents that may happen to them. Here is the structure. Because plus subject plus may plus verb. For example,
Why shouldn't he ride his bike too fast?
because he may fall and break his arm.
Why shouldn't they touch the stove?
Because they may get a burn. By using these expressions, I think that you can tell the reason why we shouldn't do dangerous activities and avoid possible accidents. It's so simple, isn't it? Now, to help you give correct expressions to prevent accidents, let's do the following activities. On the screen, I have 2 pictures with the given words. You look at them and then make questions and answers using the structure with why. After that, we'll check together. Now let's check together. Why shouldn't he climb the tree? Because he may fall. Why shouldn't she touch the stove? Because she may get a burn. Did you have all correct answers? Good job! Before we end our lesson today, let's watch a short video to review what we've learned.
What are you doing, Linda?
I'm cooking noodles.
Don't touch the stove. You may get a burn.
Okay, I won't. I'll ask my mother to help me.
What are you doing, Mai?
I want to cut this picture.
Don't touch the sharp scissors.
Why shouldn't I touch the sharp scissors?
Because you may cut yourself. Now let me help you.
Thank you.
That's all for today. I hope you learned a lot. Remember to practice more about the expressions to prevent possible accidents at home. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.